All right, what's up, everybody? Somebody needs you to shine your light for Jesus Christ today, like for real. All right, so a simple way to memorize scripture. This method is just basically repeating the scripture over and over again. I found this, in my personal opinion, to be the easiest way to memorize scripture. It's a little time consuming, but I feel like it's the simplest way. So an example is Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. And it says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So you'll take that verse, or take whatever verse you like to memorize, and you just keep on repeating it, keep on repeating it, keep on repeating it. And what I do is, when I'm at home, or I'm at work, or I'm just sitting down somewhere and I have some paper with me, I'll recite it out loud. And as I recite it out loud, each time I say it, I'll cross it off on the paper, cross it off, well, make a little check mark, basically just keeping count of how many times I've repeated the scripture. So for all the scriptures that I know, that's the main method that I used. So again, Matthew chapter 5, verse 16, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So you can slow it down. That's the way that I've learned it. Of course, you already know some scriptures are shorter than others, some are longer than others. You can always break it down. Just remember the first part, like with Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. What I did was I took that first part, let your light so shine before men, and I just keep on repeating that, because the whole scripture, you may feel like it's too long for you to remember at the moment. So I just start off with that first part of it. Let your light so shine before men. Let your light so shine before men. Let your light so shine before men. I'll keep on repeating that, and like I say, I just, on a piece of paper, I just keep on, jotting it down. Like, okay, check mark, check mark, check mark. Making sure I'm keeping count of every time that I say it. So then eventually you'll notice, after you say it to yourself, 10, 15 times out loud, you'll begin to notice, like, oh, I'm remembering this. Let your light so shine before me. And now you can go to the next part, that they may see your good works, that they may see your good works. You just keep on repeating it, so on and so forth. And then eventually, now you'll get half the scripture. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So just keep on doing that. I found that that's a really easy method for myself. Like I say, hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully this can encourage somebody or inspire somebody to remember more scriptures. I don't remember a whole bunch of scriptures, but the scriptures that I do remember, the scriptures that I do know by heart, that's the method that I've used for all of those scriptures. So just repeat it, say it out loud. It works for me best when I actually say it out loud. I mean, you can say it in your head too, but for some reason it works better for me when I actually say it out loud, and I'm keeping count of how many times I say it. So I'll even say the scripture out loud. Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. So that method has worked well for me. I think that it'll work well for a lot of people. Let me know what you guys think. Does that work for you? Have you tried it and it not worked for you? What methods do you use to memorize scripture? So feel free to leave your comment or your suggestion or your experience in the comments. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. But yeah, that's a really simple way to memorize scripture. Just keep on repeating the same scripture that you choose. Keep on repeating it. Keep on repeating it. Even write it down. You can there's been some scriptures where I just write it down over and over again. Keep writing it down. Keep writing it down. Keep writing it down. Keep writing it down. And then over the course of time, as you'll see, after about 10, 15 times, 20 times, maybe it takes you more, maybe it takes you less, you'll begin to see that it starts to stick with you, But now I will say this, the key part is you really have to be persistent with it, because it's like anything else. If you drop the ball, you get lazy, you just, you get lazy, you get unfocused, you won't remember it as much. But if you remain really persistent and you really just keep hammering it home and keep repeating it to yourself, keep writing it down, it'll really stick with you, So hopefully you guys found this to be helpful. Yeah, peace out. Somebody needs you to shine your light for Christ today, like for real. Peace out, y'all.